Hey everybody, I'm Jack, and this is Raw Tropical Living. Thanks for joining me today. Hope you're all doing well out there. I hope your week's going well. Same old, another hot day here in South Alabama, but it's looking real good that we are going to get some rain. So I'm actually hoping that we're going to get drenched Thursday, Friday, and Saturday, but I'll keep my fingers crossed. Anyhow, today I want to just tell you what I know about a raw food diet. Guys, I do videos every day. So if you're not already subscribed to the channel, I'd appreciate it if you go down and hit that subscribe button now, then click on the little bell and check send notifications so you'll stay subscribed to the channel. Yeah, they do it all the time. The reason I say that little spiel every day is YouTube constantly unsubscribes people. I have to go, it's interesting. I have to go back in and, certain accounts, I'm like, well, I haven't seen anybody. Why haven't they put out a video? And then they're just not coming up. But I wish I was a better videographer. I'd have liked to come into music to this video, the Sympathy for the Devil by the Rolling Stones, with that one line, please allow me to introduce myself. I get questions all the time, and I just think it's always, like I say, it's new people coming in, new people processing the information, people that haven't necessarily watch many of my videos or whatever, but I'm not sure, I'm not that next level guy. Everything on this lifestyle. You know what I know about this lifestyle? I know the practical stuff that has applied to my journey, my life, the condition I was in, where I was coming from. I do a channel, but like I say, I'm not an educator. I'm not a raw food educator or whatever. I'm sharing, what I'm doing. You take what you extrapolate, take what you want from that and see what works for you. But everything I talk about here is just practical. I'm not into this geek stuff. It's food. It's food. Take a step back, forget about all the groups you go to and all the conversations you engage in. It's food. Sometimes you take a step back and you look at these, the raw food community and all these different communities, and I step outside and look in different eyes and I'm like, this is a bunch of nuts. All they sit around and do all day is talk about the next level. Like, well, what do you think? There's a component in bananas that doesn't interact. They say that doesn't interact really well with people that have this. And I'm like, what the hell are you talking about? You're just like trying to complicate. I don't know. Maybe there's a difference in, could be, fans of the lifestyle and, fans about things. They want to know details. They want to know little fun facts. They want to know this and that. And then there's practitioners. I'm a straight up practitioner. I don't do research papers for other people. I'll share any knowledge I have. And I even share like sources, and I share a lot better sources than me. And I share how to research. But the one thing I ain't gonna do for you, don't care, it's your health, it's your body, it's your life. I'm not gonna write a research paper for you. I'm not gonna do your research for you, because we have the library of the world. We have more information at our fingertips right now than anybody ever on the planet has had. So that's not my thing. And I'm not knocking anybody that does it. If everybody's got a hobby. Everybody's got a hobby. I know people that can sit around, old school, like people that collect trains that can tell you just fascinating stuff. That's fascinating to people that are train fans, but to the average person, it just doesn't really matter all the time. Why do you think you need to study all the time what you eat? I mean, think about it. It kind of goes back to what I said to somebody the other day, or I may have even said it in a video. It's like, you can eat fast food every day. You can eat meat 3 times a day, and that happens a lot where I came from. You can eat the most, basically just go to the worst version of the standard American diet. You can be overweight. You can look visibly unhealthy. And nobody worries about, well, are you getting enough? Like, okay, where's you getting your this and that Big Mac, or where are you getting your this and that? But if you start eating fruits and vegetables, which we were always told when we were kids, that's what we needed to eat, all of a sudden our health is in danger, and oh my God, and we have to know everything about this. People on other lifestyles aren't doing it. I mean, why do we need to break down every compound of food? And I think there's a little bit of it, it kind of reminds me of kind of a mass hysteria or psychosomatic type stuff. There's been so much put out there. I can't even keep up with it. I mean, I hear it's like zinging by every day. Well, I can't do this because why? Why does everybody have some sort of an exception out there? Now, I understand that people do have issues. People have issues when it comes to food, but make sure you actually have an issue. Just don't jump on the bandwagon that I think people take a bite of food and their body doesn't necessarily process it exactly like they think it should be. Maybe their body needs to clean up a little bit. Maybe their body needs to get used to eating this fruit and vegetable, but they always seem to think if they don't feel 100% right away that they're doing everything wrong. And you've got to, oh my God, we got to keep studying this. It's almost ironic because a lot of the people that are the biggest proponents for the raw food diet talk about like this is our natural diet. I don't know if it is or not, whatever. I don't care. I eat what I'm eating now. I'm not worried about what they were doing thousands of years ago. But if this is our natural diet, it's natural to us. Is it natural to be studying and poring over every detail? Oh my God, didn't you eat too much of this? Didn't you eat too much of that? Well, didn't your ass eat too many fries from the drive-thru last week? You had about, I know you were there at least 4 times. Didn't you drink too much soda? Oh my God. Bananas. Oh my God. How much soda did you have last week? I can't step in our local Walmart with just watching. And now that it's summer, mom opening the Coca-Cola and giving it to the kid just to kind of keep them busy and appease them while they're going through the store. So what I know about this raw food diet is the basics. What I know about this diet is the fundamentals. What I know about this diet is what has worked for me. And what does work for me mean? That only matters to me. You know what? I'm almost kind of like a very sociopath. I don't really have, you're not going to shake me up. I don't really have feelings. I don't care what your version is of what you think my health is or whatever. I know for a fact after being a 30-year drunk, I'm healthier now than I've ever been in my life. I feel good every day. I wake up feeling good every day. There's a few things like my little rib thing, but that's beyond the diet. That's beyond this, but I feel the best I have in my life, and I'm sorry from and even people out there, you get all these people that are wanting to go so heavy-handed and so anti-plant-based. Another irony is there's a lot of medical professionals that if you really pay attention that are starting, they may not be full-on plant-based, they may not say go all in on the plant-based, but a lot of the medical establishment even is starting to talk about the benefits of a plant-based diet, especially in relation to heart disease and a lot of different issues. So, nobody is like all this other stuff out there that you're seeing. It's all fads. But I just do what I do, and that's what I'm going to continue to do, and that's what I would highly, highly, highly suggest you to do with yourself. Do what I've done. Make it an experiment. Make it practical. Get outside of your head. Get outside, oh, well, let me think about this. Let me think about that. You're thinking yourself into hypochondria. That's the word I was trying to think of. Hypochondria is when you're always thinking you're sick, but it's sort of a similar issue when you're just constantly thinking. I see people out there that have it. They're constantly, well, why don't you try that? Well, no, because if I eat this, my system won't eat this. And I'm like, okay. So I've been networking with, rubbing shoulders with these raw people and these people that are eating plant-based and these people that are healthy for the past 6 or 7 years. Every one of them out there got something wrong. Oh, I can't eat this. I can't eat that. Yet all the people I know, and I wouldn't advocate, I'm not saying they're doing better, but all the people that I know that are just eating regular food, yeah, they have off days, but they don't have near these, oh, I can't eat this, I can't eat that. There's going to be a change. Just get used to that. It may be more uncomfortable for some people. It was less uncomfortable for me because I was in a perfect spot when I came to this lifestyle. But you're not necessarily going to eat bananas one day or eat raw, eat fruit, eat bananas and salad, whatever, a good balanced one day of raw, and then the next day, wow, I'm feeling great. I don't drone on and on about detox. That's one of those things that just annoys me because it's just talked about ad nauseum. But the body does detox through this lifestyle. Or let me go back a step. I believe that this lifestyle speeds up the detoxification, gets some of the gunk out of our body a little bit faster. Our body's always detoxifying, but so it can take a little bit of time. As I've talked about before, your body's going to detox a little bit. It's going to take you a little while to get used to eating the fiber in your stomach. Listen, most of us, for me, 48 years of living bad, you're not going to do everything in 2 days. You know, it didn't take you, it took you 48, probably not as long as me, but even if you're 25 coming to this, it took you, you've got 25 years of probably bad habits, of certain ways of eating, of certain ways you've done things, and now you're radically changing the way you eat. It's going to take a little while to adjust. It's going to take a little bit of playing. It's going to take a little bit of, okay, this is what I thought how I should eat. I've tweaked and moved on. I mean, you know, and don't hold on to something that's not working for you. Too many people get onto somebody else's version of the raw food diet. They're listening to somebody else's body, and they just kind of keep, well, it's just not working for me, and they keep trying to do it somebody else's way until they're just like, well, they just give up. So that's what I do, folks. That's what I do. I'm not trying to set myself up as any expert. I'm just like, I just eat this stuff. I eat fruits and vegetables. I mix it up. Probably a lot of days like today, I get busy. I don't get as much variety. It's not the best way to do it in the world. I'm just about to drink my second green smoothie of the day because I've just been super busy. Haven't had time to think about or put anything else together. So anyhow, that's all I know. That's all I know. I know how to get to the references. I just don't have enough up here to store. Like if I need to know something, I can find it. That I can tell you because I've got enough resources on my iPad, Becoming Vegan, Becoming Raw, 80-10-10 among others, and I can search. So I don't need to store all that stuff up there. And anyway, like I say, this has just been a very, let's feel our way down the path. Let's add something to it. What could I be missing? Let's fill in the hole. So I do it from a practical standpoint. I don't like the book learning part of it. Anyhow, hope you guys enjoyed this one today. If you like it, please give me a thumbs up, and I'll see you guys tomorrow. Peace.